we're going to move on here. We have a few things. We'll punt New York to tomorrow because it's a hellhole. Ooh, surprise. But what's going on right now in international news, Kazakhstan.
Right.
Obviously, there's been some violent unrest. Gerald, why don't you explain it to people who don't know? Because this is a subject I know that for Americans is often very boring. And the reason for that is because, most of the world doesn't care about Kazakhstan. And it's unfortunate, but it's because in the realm of human history, they've been inconsequential. Gerald, your ball.
A little bit, right? So I think one of the reasons that this matters is because of what's going on in Ukraine as well, what happened with Crimea. So there's a whole lot that's really happening right now. But in Kazakhstan, they basically had an issue with fuel prices going up. That was the initial kind of protest reason, right? So they ended a cap on fuel prices January. And these guys, by the way, it's an oil-rich nation, so they shouldn't necessarily have any problems with this.
They have lots of oil.
They do. They have plenty of oil, but it was more about some of the social issues that they're facing as well. So it started with gas. It was all about lockdown.
Very social,
COVID.
yes.
Yeah, very bad economy, right? But it's also about this Putin puppet leader who is essentially siding with Russia.
Yes.
Right? So this is good for you, huh? You're excited about all this?
I got mashed.
Okay, so 164 people were killed when he basically ordered...
Well, I can't.
Yeah, I knew I was going to walk you right into that. 164 people killed, 8,000 people arrested. They called in Russian troops to help put this down. Now, the only way that they can do that is to say that outside agitators, Russian troops cannot be called in unless it is outside influencers trying to kind of stir things up and overrun the country. So they claimed that was what was going on. No, it was just people protesting. It was just citizens protesting and saying, look, you're a dictator, essentially. We don't want you to jail people that you disagree with and shoot people, which is what they've done. They literally came in. That's like the BLM protest going on. And Donald Trump saying, National Guard.
Gerald, if you call them protests one more time, I will fire you where you sit.
No. I'm trying to use
BLM riots.
BLM riots. But that's like Donald Trump going, okay,
mostly peaceful riots.
Shoot to kill. That's exactly what it'd be.
You are both on very thin ice.
They were mostly peaceful riots.
Okay, it would be like turning the Hells Angels loose on the BLM riots. Okay?
They do rides for charity.
Well, now they've reformed a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so here's why you need to understand that this is important. This is like the reconstituting of that Soviet bloc, right? This is basically Russia putting its power, putting power back out into these places, saying we're going to take over Ukraine, we're going to take over these other places. Now they don't have to physically take over Kazakhstan; no. They just have to have their guy in control. That's it, right? Same kind of thing is happening here. So they're supposed to leave. Okay, everything's peaceful now. They're supposed to leave, and this president is supposed to reform a little bit. But we'll see. He tends to say that and not actually do anything.
Isn't it interesting that for all of the talk about Donald Trump and Russia, he kind of behaved pretty well under those few years.
He did. Did he go to Ukraine under Donald Trump? No.
Didn't something happen with Barack Obama in the Ukraine?
Yeah, they took part of the country away.
Something in Georgia,
Crimea, Georgia. There was all
something
kinds
like that.
of stuff.
And then we had what? What would you say about somewhere an estimate of about maybe 3-4 years of peace? Something like that. Something like that.
I don't know.
Like a presidency term.
Yeah, something. Yeah. And now it's like, what are the chances that they were like, oh, we were assholes. I forgot to be an asshole for about 4 years.
I don't know why.
I just remembered I'm really good at it.
Yep.
So I have decided to go back, to my roots of assholistan. It's like, you see Rocky 3, what happened is I train in asshole gym and I have eye of tiger and hunger. And then I reach point in Silk Sheets where I say, I don't need to be asshole anymore. But then I wake up one day and say, I am no longer me.
You're Italian man with palsy face. Stop Cold War.
Yes. And now you have a demented circus monkey who doesn't know where Russia is on map.
He plays accordion quite well.
Yes, I actually told him we were taking no land and actually shrinking our borders by tricking him in sending him board game Risk and used marker. So
he gave us everything.
Yes.
You always start with Australia.
I didn't even ask for Italy, but I take. So, this is actually what's been going on over Kazakhstan the last weekend for people who've missed it. A montage. How many of them do you think are drunk?
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
So much vodka.
Jeez.
All right. Well, look.
Serious.
Hey, at least what's going on there is nothing compared to what we all know.
Yeah.
Worse than Pearl Harbor, a real insurrection looks like.
How drunk do you think they are?
Yeah, you know.
It was chilly.
This is roughly the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Film you've ever made in your life. Hell yeah.
Guided tour.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you are recording.
Show us. No attacking, no assault. Remain calm.
We're not going to assault. We're going to be heard. Everybody, this must be peaceful.
This has to be peaceful. We have the right to peacefully assemble.
That guy's worst crime is just dressing like an idiot.
Right. Wait, why did they do this? Why? In Kazakhstan? Why did
It was because the gas prices were too high. Dave, what's going on? Why are you nervous?
Nothing. Just don't look at CNN. It's fine.
What's happening on
why-
CNN? What's happening on CNN right
Nothing
now?
at all.
What is it?
This is CNN breaking news. This is CNN breaking news.
Dave, I've told you, we went over this. Don't start coups
No.
in foreign countries.
It was self-defense.
No, it was not.
That's not true. And you swore in another language.
I said,
That's
well,
not
I happen
okay.
to know the language, but it wasn't to start the whole riot.
Well, thanks
But
to
it
Dave.
sure did.
No.
Sorry. I won't do it again. I'm probably going to do it this week.
Yeah, I know.
Look, $8.38 a gallon, I might.
Just
Guys,
don't do it on the clock. Thanks to Dave.
Nobody was hurt except for some people.
Yeah.
137.
Except for some Kazakhstani oil wrestlers.
I like how this is happening over there for real, though. And here we're just like, yeah, just keep banging us in the ass.
Yes.
It's fine. We're just going to keep rolling over for you on
also
all
thinking about
fours.
Fauci in the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seriously, like
Yeah.
that's what our gas prices have quadrupled.
Right.
And then they're like $2.
Yeah. Seriously.
We're killing everybody.
Just think comparing to Australia. Australia, like, going to a quarantine camp? Well, I guess it's quarantine camp for me. Whereas in Kazakhstan,
Yeah.
like, hey, mind your own crypto while I bang your mom.
yeah.
Ah?
Their gas prices literally doubled. That was it.
Yeah.
And that they're like taking to the streets.
Yeah,
that's it.
half of them don't even have cars. Like, it's the principle. I want to blow shit up.
That's how you be a country.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'm not saying you don't do a violent uprising. That's
No,
not
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
No, of course not.
I'm just saying
They
we
didn't
need to
start
stop
the
taking it
violence.
from behind and just start.
Yeah, look, here's the beauty. When people try and say, oh, the right wants a civil war. Look, long before you ever get to the point of a civil war, how about this? Go out. Just go eat out.
Yeah.
Just go outside and let somebody give you crap and be like, I don't really care. Just don't be afraid and live at home and play by the rules of they can't chase you. Like, just that's what you start with. You just start not giving a rat's ass and living your life. That's what the red states have done. Hey, blue states, take notice.
Yeah.
Take some notes.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.